Hi everyone! This video is going to be all about designing my custom engagement ring here in Toronto with Engage Studio. So today we're going to talk about the stone that I chose, which is moissanite. We're going to talk about what is moissanite and also why I chose it. And we're also going to talk about the other details of the ring as well as the process of designing it custom here in Toronto with Engage Studio. Okay, so first of all, moissanite. What is it? And so moissanite is a gemstone, and it was first found by a gentleman named Henry Moissan, and he found it in a crater that was created by a meteorite that hit the earth. So moissanite can be found naturally in the upper mantle of the earth as well as in meteorites, but because this is so rare, most moissanites these days are lab created. In terms of hardness, a diamond is a 10 on the Mohs scale of hardness, whereas a moissanite can be anywhere from a 9.2 to 9.5. So that means that the moissanite is very durable and it's perfect for everyday wear. In terms of appearance, most people cannot tell the difference between a moissanite and a diamond with their naked eye. People say that the moissanite has more of a rainbow sparkle, whereas a diamond has more of a white sparkle, but really it's pretty hard to tell that difference. And as a matter of fact, I was at a jewelry store recently. I was looking for wedding bands, and the employees there were gushing over my ring, and they even took it to the back with them to polish it for me. And that whole time that they had it, they never clocked that it was a moissanite instead of a diamond. So if even trained professionals who work in the jewelry industry can't tell the difference between a moissanite and a diamond, that just reinforces the fact that they look very similar. And why did I choose moissanite for my engagement ring? Well, the biggest reason is because of the price. The money that my fiance and I save on this moissanite as compared to getting a diamond, we could use that for our future home, our honeymoon, we can spend it on our pets, we can invest it. There's so much that we can do with that money instead of spending it on a diamond that will honestly look so similar to this that most people can't tell the difference, including myself. And moissanite, like I said before, is just as durable that I can wear every day. And also the fact that we bought a moissanite instead of a diamond just means that I could get a bigger rock for less of a price. So we decided to go with Engage Studios in Toronto to design our custom engagement ring, and that was for a couple of reasons. First, because I knew I wanted something custom, and whenever I googled custom engagement rings in Toronto, Engage Studio was one that came up and had a lot of good reviews on. As well, they have quite a few YouTube videos up on their channel, so I was able to be educated on the engagement ring design process as well as just various different types of styles of rings. So I really appreciated the resources that they had up on their YouTube channel. And coincidentally, after we decided to go with Engage Studios, we found out that a couple of our other friends also designed their rings with Engage Studios, and they had really good reviews as well. So that just solidified our decision to go with Engage Studios. If you want to check out Engage Studios, we will put the link in the description box, so feel free to check them out. We definitely recommend. So the first step of the process was to go for an in-person style intro appointment at their physical location, which is located near Fairview Mall. But I know they are opening a new location in downtown Toronto, so depending on when you're watching this video, their address may have changed. And at this in-store appointment, we were able to view all of the different styles, metal colors, types of bands, and stone shapes and sizes that they had to offer that we could play with in terms of customization. And at the end of this appointment, we were able to narrow down a rough idea of what we wanted my ring to look like. And a month later, we went in for another in-person appointment where they had curated different stones for me of different ratios and sizes of the type of cut that I wanted, which was emerald. And they held up those stones side by side in different lighting, like in natural lighting, in fluorescent lighting, just so I could see what the sparkle would look like and I could compare the ratio and the size. And we ended up choosing one that day, and then 1 month later we were given these digital renderings so that we could see what our customizations look like all put together, and that was a really exciting step to see all of the pieces come together into this ring here. So we made a few touch-ups to the digital rendering, and the next step was 1 month later, a resin 3D model was created for us so we could see what the ring would look like physically and all of the ratios and everything. And after that, Andy was able to pick up the ring, and I didn't know about any of the pickup details. He kept that a secret from me, but yes, he was able to get it 1 month later. Alright, and finally, let's talk about my ring itself and all of the details. I absolutely love it. I love the way it came out, and I was able to customize every single detail to be perfect to exactly what I dreamed of. So yeah, the ring is 14 karat yellow gold. I do think that I look better just with my skin tone with yellow gold rather than white gold, so that's why I chose the yellow. It's an emerald cut, and it measures 9 by 7 millimeters, and it's approximately 2.65 carats. Down the side of the band, we have 10 2.25 millimeter round lab-grown diamonds going halfway down the band, and it's set with a shared prong style. And then one of my favorite parts is the flower petal basket, which has 18 diamonds on the claws, and each of these little tiny diamonds, they're just 1 millimeter each. And so this beautiful custom engagement ring in total cost 5,500 Canadian dollars. Yeah, so just to conclude, I absolutely love my ring, and Andy and I had a really fun time designing it together. It was a really good bonding experience just to learn about the different stones, the different types of bands, and all of the different options that we had available to us. Just to talk about maybe something that I wish I had thought about earlier is that it's kind of hard for me with this ring to find a wedding band that fits flush against the engagement ring because the basket is a little bit low. So something I wish I had thought about earlier was making the basket a little bit higher so that I could get more options for wedding bands to sit directly on the band for the engagement ring. But other than that, I really love it, and I was able to find a wedding band that does sit flush, so maybe I'll share that with you guys in the future. Alright, and that's it. So if you have any questions about the ring or the design process, feel free to leave it in the comments below, and see you in the next one. Bye!